Welcome back to the We Are City channel for our FC 26 Manchester City career mode. Into the real big stage of the season now, quarter-final stage of Season 2. We are currently going to be playing Liverpool in the quarter-finals. Inter face off against Dortmund. It is Real Madrid against Napoli. Real Madrid already have a 2-1 lead. And Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. Atleti have a 1-0 lead after the first leg. So it could be a really big semi-final upcoming. In the Premier League, where eyes were on at the end of the last episode, we are still not seeing the game in hand played by Arsenal. If Arsenal to win that game in hand against Forest, they'll go top of the table. We've got a Manchester Derby against United in 4th place. Bournemouth fell off into sort of 7th place now. Beating United won't do much for Bournemouth, who are trying to get into that Champions League place. It looks like it's going to be very difficult for them. But yeah, Arsenal can go top of the table. If they win that game, they will have lost less games than us, drawn just one more, and they'll be 1 point clear. And with less than, 10 games to go now, that puts us in a very difficult position. The draw to Brighton in the last one might just cost us it. But let's think about the Champions League for now. 3rd place Liverpool are our task to beat. The point analysis shows Arne Slot's side. And what is good about Arne Slot's side is that they aren't in the most amazing form maybe in the Premier League. They aren't top like us, but they are still a fantastic side. You can see that by the squad they've got. 3 wins and 2 draws from the last 5 in all competitions. It's expected that Isak will start up top with Wirtz, Salah and Gakpo, the supporters in behind. They've got the likes of Ekitike, Harvey Elliott back at the club, Ferran Torres, Endrick on the bench. I mean, that is a really, really strong side. But I think we can get in the fullback areas. I think the fullback's very attacking, maybe not the best defensive. We know Arne Slot's side is going to play the key attacking players, Frimpong and Wirtz. Key defensive players, Kidekes, Frimpong and Eder Militao. We can actually look at the team stats as well and see who are the best performers for them. So total stats of the season. Most used player is Florian Wirtz, 43 appearances so far. And in that time, he's got 24 goals and 13 assists. What a sign he has been. I assume he would be topping goals, but I'm not quite sure he's not. So Isak 26 goals this season, Wirtz 24, Gakpo 12 and Mo Salah 11. So you can see your key attacking players there. And as for assists, we'll find the key players there. So Florian Wirtz key again, Gakpo, Isak and Salah. So the front line doing really well. Mustn't forget they've also got Alejandro Balde who could play as more defensive left midfielder in this game. The Liverpool side doing good. Advantage City that we play away at Anfield first. Get that one out of the way. Bring them back to the Etihad and hopefully take them apart. So away we go to Anfield, and Pep Guardiola makes some big tactical decisions to change in this side. So Donnarumma starts in goal. The back three is once again El Hilali, Captain Diaz and Joško Vardiol. But what we are going to do is play fullbacks in wide areas. Aitner on the left and Nunez off the right. That is in a hope of being a better side defensively. Rodri and Nico part of the midfield too. Elliot Anderson drops out today. And then it's Shirky in behind Haaland again. But this time Semenyo is going to play sort of as an attacking midfielder off the left. Still showing his quality. So Marmoush, Reinders, Savinho, Anderson all drop out of the starting 11 that's usually playing. The City look to go a little bit more defensive away today at Anfield. And tactically as well, we usually go with our same tactics, but one thing we will change is our extreme defensive line. We're going to go to high and manually adjust that line to go there. We don't want to be too high with Diaz in that back line and knowing the opposition's quality in sort of coming back to us. Well, there's a bit of a light show before the game here at Anfield, as Liverpool are building up the atmosphere for this Champions League quarter-final. We faced in the round of 16 a fellow English side in Newcastle United, and it's going to be the same again today. Liverpool in the quarter-final stage is a very interesting draw, and what a game we have in store for these two sides. UEFA Champions League action quarter-final, Liverpool, Manchester City, Anfield. We've been to the Champions League later stages against Liverpool Anfield before. Didn't end well last time. They did an Oxlade-Chamberlain screamer that really sort of put City in a position where they couldn't come through, and they had to come back in the second leg, made it very difficult. The atmosphere will be absolutely electric tonight at Anfield in this game, and Manchester City have to play their very best if they're going to get anything from this one. We're going to be a bit more conservative in our approach, in our tactics, in our play. That is intentional changes by Pep Guardiola. Does Arne Slot go full strength? Does Arne Slot go full attacking from Liverpool? That is something we'll have to see. Well, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and Napoli, Dortmund and Inter, the other sides at this stage of the competition. This could be our season. This just could be our year. So Liverpool are looking strong. It's Roddy van der Vaal in charge. It is not Arne Slot. He has been sacked, it seems, by Liverpool. Maranashvili starts in goal. Van Dijk, Militao, Balde and Gomez the back four. McAllister and Graham at the midfield two. Wirtz, Salah and Gakpo. The three in behind. Alexander Isak. The likes of Endrick on the bench for this Liverpool side. but no Arne Slot. An interim manager, another Dutch interim manager takes over. They're looking for a new manager come the summer, it seems. Because Liverpool, a side we tend to struggle against. Verts in towards Semenyo. Playing more centrally today. Conscious change from Pep Guardiola. Semenyo bursts away here. Semenyo with a crossing towards Erling Haaland here. It's away by Militao. And Nico back on towards Ait-Nouri. Semenyo wide towards Ait-Nouri. Back through to Semenyo. Haaland. It's Nico van Vellis here! Oh, it's just past the post from Nico. I thought he'd scored. Try and take it off him there. Gravenberch. Salah through the middle here. Oh, Isak's in. Alexander Isak 1-0 Liverpool. The first time Diaz has lost him all game and we score. Or concede anyway. Through to Isak. Oh, it's such a calm finish from Isak as well. Rolls it in the legs of Donnarumma. It's the first time Diaz has lost him all day. I think we've been the better side. Good pass to Rodri. Haaland. Shaqiri. Nunez. Oh, Haaland's got there! Erling Haaland! Haaland gets there. Haaland scores. Big finish from Erling Haaland. He's 14th in the Champions League this season. Right before half-time, we get our equaliser against Liverpool. What a ball by Nunez. Just flicks it ahead of Militao. And he rifles it into the top corner, Erling Haaland. Goes for power over placement. Cracks it into that top corner. I mean, postage stamp area. You can't stop that. 14 in the Champions League this season. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. It's a stroke at half-time. Erling Haaland gets us level. That is a massive goal. Right to El Hilali. Matheus Nunes. Oh, good play from Nunes. And a ball in from Nunes here. Semenyo back across into the middle. Could he have taken a touch there? Nico's got forward and he's left us open again. He averts. Gakpo. El Hilali. Oh, how has he missed that challenge? Diaz. Oh, Gakpo. Vardiol can't stop it, but he does enough to put him off. And Gakpo into the hands of Donnarumma. Semenyo. Plays Ait-Nouri. Pulls it back to Nico. Over top to Nunes here. Nunes back down to Haaland. Van Dijk away before he can tap it in. And Diaz through the back of Isak, and it falls to Salah. Pulls it back to Isak. Nico in there and Isak again. Wrong side of Isak. Oh my word, Isak! Can't touch him. I mean, everyone stands off him there too. I just don't get that. Everyone stands off him there too on Liverpool. I don't understand the defending at all. It won't show it. Why does everyone stand off him? 2 moments of really bad defending. They've just cost us, really. And Isak's to the middle again here. Where are we gone? Isak makes it 3-1. Why can't we defend Alexander Isak? 3-1 Liverpool. We've been so good. We've been so good. But we've punished ourselves on 3 silly mistakes. Ball to Semenyo. Semenyo in behind here. Back to Haaland and saved by Mamardashvili. Need that to make it 3-2 really. In by Shaqiri. Ruben Diaz into the hands of Mamardashvili. Pulled it back here, Verts. Good feet from Verts. Isak. 4-1. Balde scores game. And I think that's us out the way for Champions League, isn't it? 4-1 Liverpool. Into Haaland here. Haaland against Van Dijk. Haaland past Van Dijk. Erling Haaland 4-2. Come on. Brilliant goal 4-2. Come on. Pick that ball up early. There's no time to celebrate this. Good play. I don't care. What is he doing the celebration for? Brilliant. You've scored 15 goals. We don't care. He beats Van Dijk. He hits a good shot here across the goalkeeper. Haaland. Wide to Antoine Semenyo. Burst the opposition here. Semenyo. Semenyo. And defended really well there. Militao. He picked up the pace there, didn't he? Shaqiri on the corner. In by Shaqiri. Edge of the box to Rodri. Salah picks it up and calmly plays it away to Verts. Pumped forward here to Isak. Brilliant. Oh, what is Anderson doing? El Hilali, brilliant challenge on him. Floors him. That'll be full time. A 4-2 defeat to start the episode against Liverpool. Puts us in such a difficult position now to get to the semi-finals. He sat with a hat-trick. Truly unstoppable. And I think in the second leg, we just injure him early on. That seems to be the only tactic to stop him. We've got Manchester Derby up next now, so we have to put behind us that Champions League game against Liverpool, concentrate on Manchester Derby because we are in a title race as well. In fact, Arsenal are still yet to play their game in hand against us, so we don't know whether they're going to be going top of the table. We're just going to try and win our game against Man United here, who are battling for a top 4 finish in 4th place. Beat them and hope that Arsenal lose their game against Forest and what other games they have in hand as well. Hopefully they've got a game against Liverpool or someone like that in around there. Forest in 8th place. Come on, Forest. We're all Forest fans today. Down the bottom of the table anyway, it's Ipswich, it's Birmingham, they're gone. And then it's between Sunderland and Crystal Palace, really. Or Southampton could be in there as well to get relegated as well, which is interesting. Relegation battle. Chelsea, by the way, all the way down in 13th position. Manuel Pellegrini not doing a great job there, but he did beat us in the Carabao Cup. So Manchester Derby up next. Come on, City. Let's hope that our 3 points are enough. And if Arsenal's drop points in one game, just a draw, it'll be really nice. And you know, Emery does make his debut in a Manchester derby against Manchester City, which I think is not made very clear by that headline there. So, you know, Emery against Pep Guardiola, not got a good record against us. Come on, City. Let's do this. Let's decide for Manchester United today. So, in goal starts Gianluigi Donnarumma. It is El Hilali, Kusanov and Vardiol, the back 3. Diaz steps out, he's tied. It's Rodri and Anderson in the midfield 2. Is Semenyo on the right, Savinho on the left, and Reinders and Shirky supporting Erling Haaland. No Marmouche, he's on the bench with Makadu, Bob, Nico O'Reilly, Ait Nuri, John Stones, and Vita Heiss. Well, welcome to the Etihad Stadium for a Manchester derby. And a big one. United fighting to get back into those Champions League places where they have been so far off so many times before. New manager Unai Emery is trying to lead them there. Manchester City, on the other hand, we are fighting to win a Premier League title. Unai Emery versus Guardiola. It's up next. Well, City fans ready for this one, the big one in the Manchester derby. The two sides come out to the field, captained by Bruno Fernandes and Rodri. I assume a bit of a change of formation for United. They won't be in that back 3 anymore, 3-4-3 that they're playing. They will adopt the tactics of Unai Emery, I assume, which will be most likely a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2-2. They do like to play those sort of wingers narrow, Unai Emery, and play that kind of football. You can see there from the starting 11 the players they've got. They've obviously made signings, I think, to add in addition to this team in January. But nothing too big, nothing to start. Let's see how Unai Emery does line up for this Manchester derby. This is the United starting 11 then. They start with a 4-3-3, not the usual 3-4-3 that Amorim had. Lamens there, Malacia, Yoro, Delit and Dorgu the back 4. Ugarte, Menu and Fernandes the midfield 3. And Bueno, Šeško, Cunha up top. They have got Rasmus Højlund back at the side. And Joshua Zirkzee as attacking options on the bench. We've got to try and put Man United to the sword here. It's more than just a normal game, it's a derby as Mbeumo tests the palms that are early on. Rodri. Shirky, Semenyo. Semenyo across the box here. No one attacked it. Reinders and Haaland just waited. Great ball in by Semenyo. Rodri, Anderson. Over top here. Savinho. Erling Haaland blocked away by the opposition. Vardiol takes it off him. Great defending. Back to Savinho. A terrible pass by Savinho. Anderson has to make a foul. Kobe Mainoo with space here. Kobe Mainoo into the box here. Kobe Mainoo saved by Donnarumma. Could have been bad, but it comes from Savinho's poor pass. Delict with a header here. Well done, Reinders. And again! Oh! 1-0 Manchester United. And Mattis Delict gets a header from absolutely nothing. Cross comes in. It's up in the air. El Hilali doesn't get there. It's off the post and in by Matthijs de Ligt. And United get a goal from nothing there. It's been all Manchester City. A bit like the game away at Anfield. All us, and we're 1-0 down. Reinders. Oh, well played, Savinho. Pulls it back to Jardy Reinders. Saved by Lemonton away. And Vardiol back down to Rodri. Got to finish our chances better. Shirky. Anderson. Savinho. Reinders. Away from Ugarte. Savinho. Anderson. Riyad Shirky! What a miss! What a miss by Shirky there. Here's Fernandes. Or Cunha it is. El Hilali, great defending again. Semenyo, Rodri. Haaland. Semenyo. Shirky. Rianchiki! Saved again by Lemons. Stepping up now in a big moment. Rodri. Anderson. Savinho. Swings one in. Semenyo. Down in towards Erling Haaland. Matthijs de Ligt, wonderful defending. You know, United have got an absolutely jammy goal from nothing. Cherki, Semenyo. Haaland's in. Narrow angle. Saved by Lemons behind for a corner. Rodri over it. I'd love to see the stats. Crossing. Haaland with a header. Away by Milicia and long towards Buemo. He's offside there. Šeško, is he? No, he's onside. Kusanov recovers. No, he doesn't. Two shots, 2 goals. Man United 2, Manchester City 0. Cherki, Semenyo. Crossing. Haaland again! Lemons again with an unbelievable save. Can we swap goalkeepers? Cross in. Haaland with a free header! Come on! Pick up that ball 2-1. First mistake by Sem Lemons in goal, who's been brilliant. Lemons has been absolutely incredible. 2-1. But he comes off his line here, the goalkeeper, in the wrong position. And Haaland wins the header ahead of him. Surprised it wasn't cleared off the line by Agate. 2-1, we've got 2 goals to score here, City. Let's wake up. El Hilali, brilliant. A draw is the title gone. Kusanov. Rodri. Reinders. Haaland. White is Antoine Semenyo. Oh, Semenyo! What is the passing? Rodri, what a challenge. You'd think this side weren't playing for a title the way they're performing at the moment. Rodri, Haaland. Cherki. Back out to Semenyo. Rodri. Reinders. Mamouche! Oh, my Mamouche saved! Oh, but de Ligt away. De Ligt away again. Fernandez on towards Semenyo. Unbelievable. Go and take it off him. Go and win this ball back, Fernandez. Šeško. Oh my God. That is game. That's title gone. Bruno Fernandes scores because we can't pass the ball in the final third. Cherki. Oh, Cherki has been terrible. And that is the title race run. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 3. They'll get top 4. And Pep Guardiola's Manchester City have thrown away the title. Unai Emery schools Guardiola. And we've got to hope for some miracle comeback against Liverpool in Champions League, or it is season over as well. And is it era over for Pep Guardiola in Manchester City? It certainly feels so. I think that is the game that ends the Pep Guardiola era. I genuinely do. One move that will be happening next season, Stefan Mafuni is going to move in a 12-month loan to Swansea City next year. Well, apparently the club has decided that the remaining transfer budget will not carry over to next season and will be redirected towards other priorities, with €300 million nearly left to invest in the squad improvements before the season ends to strengthen the team. Well, obviously the transfer window won't be open. Maybe we can make some transfers before the new season starts. Probably that's what we're going to do if we're going to lose our transfer budget. Because this squad might need a massive rebuild. Because look at what we've done in the season. That defeat to Manchester United puts us 1 point behind Arsenal. And they have a game in hand as well. I don't know. I just don't know. The side that we had at the start of the season, we had something really going. Just come the end of the season, it's crumbled. We've done an Arsenal. We have done an Arsenal ourselves. And if they win it, credit to them. We have to come back with a vengeance next season to try and win everything. And now we've got to concentrate on that Champions League game against Liverpool. We've got to beat them. We've got to come back and go far in Champions League now. We cannot keep this up. And look at this, Fabrizio Romano saying Pep Guardiola's future at the club is at risk. Well, we know that his contract is up at the end of the season. He's yet to sign a new deal, Pep Guardiola. He sort of said, we'll leave it until the end of the season and decide, which he's never done before at Manchester City. I think he's going to call it time. Can we at least leave with maybe a Champions League trophy to his name? He deserves that. We all talk about the Manchester Derby and City losing. Our recent form has not been up to par and we are not happy. Sorry to all the fans. We know we're giving it all to turn around and we will, says Manchester City. But look at this. United beating us 3-1. It's all about that massive upset. Look at this. Fulham have got a new manager. Thomas Frank takes over just before the end of the season, so he's sacked by Spurs. Enzo Maresca comes in, and Thomas Frank now Fulham manager. That's a good move for him. I don't know what's happened to Marco Silva. It looks like he's having to be moved on. Well, our whole season really comes down to this game. Liverpool at home in the Champions League. 4-2 down, 2 goals behind on aggregate. Quarter-finals, we've got to get to the semi-final. We're going to go back to the 4-3-3 and hope it works. Because I'm running out of ideas. So Donnarumma starts single. It's El Hilali, Captain Diaz, Vardiol and O'Reilly the back 4. Rodri, Reinders and Shaqiri midfield 3. Semenyo, Haaland, Marmoush the front 3. Come on, City. Here we are, the Etihad. We got back to winning ways last season. We went and won the Premier League title and the Carabao Cup last season. And you thought Pep Guardiola's Manchester City were back. Coming to the last year of his contract now. The last few months of Pep Guardiola's contract. Pep Guardiola has not been able to get things right this year. City out of the Carabao Cup, out of the FA Cup in very early stages. Looks like we've thrown away what was a big lead at the top of the Premier League table. And looks like now we will only finish second. And all eyes are on this Champions League game. City versus Liverpool, 4-2 down on aggregate. A chance to reach a semi-final, a chance to win a trophy this season, to end his time at Manchester City perhaps with a European trophy. That is all we can hope for. And that's what we are going to give our all to try and do today. Anything less, it's season over, it's era over, it's Pep Guardiola over. And I don't think I am ready for that just yet. I wanted Pep maybe to be successful and sign a new deal. He said whenever City's players stop responding to his ideas, he'll call it time. It feels like it's coming to that time. Well, there is the City side that hopefully can get Manchester City to a semi-final of the Champions League. Pressure on these players to perform, who haven't in the last 2. And there is the Liverpool side that take us on. A very similar Liverpool side to what we faced before. A few changes in there. I think Ekitike comes in up top for Isak. I mean, no Alexander Isak is absolutely wonderful news. Wonderful news. Hopefully he can't play at all. He may be on the bench, Liverpool. He may be on the bench. He is on the bench. With Florian Wirtz on the bench as well. This is a big change. Shamarash in goal. Van Dijk, Militao, Frimpong and Balde. McAllister and Granberg in midfield 2. Soboslai, Salah and Gakpo supporting Ekitike. No Isak, no Wirtz. What is Liverpool's interim manager thinking? O'Reilly over top to Reinders here. Against Frimpong, goes back towards Marashvili. Ali gets there. Immediate pressure from Manchester City in this one for Liverpool to deal with. I think in that United game, if we put our chance in the back of the net, we win that one. O'Reilly swings one in. Haaland to get there! Oh, and into the hands of Marashvili. We need to score those chances, Erling Haaland. Rodri. Shaqiri. El Hilali. Semenyo. Work by Semenyo, crosses one in. Reinders in there and into the hands of Marmardashvili again. Come on. Haaland. Round the corner to Reinders. Oh, better ball. Better ball they're opened up there. Right to O'Reilly. Back to Shaqiri. Into Haaland. On to Antoine Semenyo. Come on. 1-0 City. 4-3. That is it. We're back. Come on. His fifth goal in the Champions League in 9 appearances. Nice goal. We're going to see the replay. We're back in it. Come on. Antoine Semenyo found by Erling Haaland 1-0. Keep this level up. Keep this level up, Manchester City. Liverpool will panic. And the fans are going to get behind us massively now. Salah. Marmoush down to Reinders into Shaqiri. And Shaqiri away from 1 or 2 already. And Shaqiri, oh my word, referee. Get that card out for Alexis McAllister. He saw Semenyo going. He saw Haaland going. And McAllister said no. Shaqiri's going no. If they run at him, we're in trouble. Semenyo well away. Haaland. Support. Comes into Gianni Reinders. Support again. Comes in Omar Marmoush. Get going, Omar Marmoush. We know you can finish these chances. Marmoush for City. Marmoush. Oh, Eddie Militao, what a challenge. Semenyo. Ali gets running here. Good ball. Shirky is in! Oh, a save by Marmadashvili. Marmoush. Shirky. Crap by Marmoush, who's been poor off that left-hand side. Half-time, we lead by 1-0. 1 goal away from taking extra time. 2 goals away from winning this thing. Let's do it in that second 45. Come on, City. TK. Into Rodri. Reinders. Oh, Marmoush is coming off. He's been rubbish. He's been absolutely terrible, Marmoush. And the thing is, I've got Savinho or Bob to come on for him. That is how bad it is. Where is Jeremy Doku? Diaz dives in. Salah giving away. Where is the urgency in this team? Marmoush. Reinders. Haaland. Back onto Marmoush. Back through to Haaland. Holds off Edem Militao. Haaland. Erling Haaland. Rubbish finish by Haaland. Rubbish. O'Reilly on the overlap. Ball in. Haaland is there. Oh my God. I can't. I can't. How's he missed that? I can't do this. How has he missed that? Rodri with a header. Behind by Liverpool in the corner, City. How has he missed that? Rodri with a header against the far post. Vardiol picks it up. Reinders. Savinho! Savinho scores for Manchester City. Savinho, of all people. I didn't want to bring him off the bench. I wasn't sure of his contribution, Edem Marmoush. Off the bench to score, and we are level now. And the Etihad erupts. Into Savinho, right-footed strike. It's not even a great strike. He's not even hit with that much power. But it finds a way past Marmadashvili. And that is 2-0 Manchester City. Switch on now, heads boys. Do not make a mistake defensively. Here's Savinho against Frimpong. Oh, Savinho. Oh, Savinho. Oh. Nicky TK. Great tackle by Diaz. Shirky to Haaland. Semenyo get going. Haaland into Semenyo. City the transition. Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo still. Semenyo! Antoine Semenyo for Manchester City. What a signing. Our best signing ever. And he could be taking us to a Champions League semi-final. Antoine Semenyo, what a goal. Absolutely unbelievable. We put that Premier League heartache behind us. We forget about it for now. We've put ourselves on the line for the UEFA Champions League. What a goal by Semenyo. Pokes it past Marmadashvili. Manchester City 3-0. Well played, Joshko Vardiol. Back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma long and forward here towards Haaland to chase. Against Van Dijk, and Haaland gets there. It's brilliant hold-up play from Haaland. And Erling Haaland here. Incredible hold-up play. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Brilliant. And come and get that ball, Liverpool. Balde is never outstrengthened Erling Haaland, is he? Great play from Haaland. Brilliant from Erling Haaland here. I don't care. Full-time whistle goes against all odds, against all expectations. Manchester City are going to a Champions League semi-final. Pep Guardiola's side are not done just yet. Premier League might be over. Arsenal could still slip up, by the way. But in the Champions League, we are there. We're into a semi-final now. And that man, Antoine Semenyo, sending us there. What a signing he has been for this club. Incredible, once again, with his numbers, goals and assists. Wow, I feel like I've aged 100 years playing that game. That was incredible. Savinho as well, credit to him, what an impact off the bench. Well, that may have not been performance of the season, but it certainly was result of the season. Defensively, City absolutely solid. O'Reilly, Vardiol, Diaz and El Hilali getting high scores. All kept Mo Salah, Alexander Isak and Eki TK, whoever it was up against, quiet. Rodri holding that midfield. And then Antoine Semenyo and Erling Haaland, the standout performers in the front line. who with a single-handedly destroyed Liverpool, and Antoine Semenyo with a winning goal to send Manchester City to a Champions League semi-final. He has been, without a doubt, one of the best signings we have ever made in a career mode series for the impact he has made, and what an impact he's had on this season so far. We can see a Dortmund knockout so they're into the semi-final once again. Manchester City beat Liverpool, their 3-0 win takes them through as well. It's between Real Madrid, Napoli, Atletico Madrid and Arsenal for the other teams in the semi-final. It was off the back of that absolutely incredible moment that we've just had against Liverpool in the Champions League. You can see Arsenal beat Forest by 2-0, and we lost 3-1 to Manchester United in the title race, and things are not looking great, but we've got to stay optimistic, and I am getting even more optimistic because, as you can see as I move down here, and the scores and fixtures and so on, Arsenal have dropped points and drawn 1-1 at Goodison Park with Everton. Meaning, we've both placed 32 games, and we are 2 points behind them. Which isn't great. But, if we can beat Southampton in the final game of the episode, and just hope that Arsenal can drop points again, then we'll be okay. And Arsenal actually face off against Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth are a decent side. I don't even realize side 7th place in the Premier League table, really doing really well. So you don't know. 2 points off the top on match day 32, match day 33, match day 34, match day 35, match day 36, 37 and 38. Still 6 games to go. As you can see on the screen, wherever that is. That's a lot of games to go just yet. 6 games, 2 points in it. Let's back ourselves. Let's go and beat Southampton to the end of the episode and hope, going to the next one, we see Arsenal just slip up somewhere. So we go back to that 4 again that we used against Liverpool that worked so well. Donovan Mills starting goal. It is El Hilali, Cristiano Vardiel, and O'Reilly City's back 4. Ataya Diaz drops out. Captain Roger in the holding role with Ryan Shirky and Tajani Reinders. It's Savinho after heroics in the last one in that front line with Erling Haaland and Antoine Semenyo. On the bench you've got Stones, Nunes, Aitnuri, Nico Anderson, Lewis Bob, and Omar Marmoush. Come on, City. We're arriving at the Manchester City side here at St Mary's Stadium. By no means an easy game for City at all. Haaland with 32 goals in the Premier League. The league's top goal scorer with 32 in 32 games. On match day 33, can he make it more? Can he go towards his record of 36? Let's do this. So you see the Premier League table there, you can see Manchester City 2 points off the league leaders Arsenal, Southampton down in 16th place and in a relegation battle of their own. Manchester City know this will be by no means a simple game. This won't be one that we simply put 5 or 6 past Southampton, I don't feel. Knowing they're in a relegation battle, knowing their Premier League status is on the line, it's a big one, and Pep Guardiola knows it's a massive one for his side, and his key players have got to step up. Handshakes between the two teams here, Manchester City and Southampton. City fielding pretty much a similar side that we've just seen go through in the UEFA Champions League, the semi-final. Handshake from Taylor Howard-Bellis there, former Manchester City man who is in their side. So let's have a see how they do line up today in a 4-treble-2 for Southampton. In goal starts Aaron Ramsdale. The back 4 of Ruselev, Wood, Howard-Bellis. They've got Downs in there and captain Shea Charles for a Manchester City man. And then it's Downs up top as well, with Jay Robinson and Zaz in there. You can see it's a pretty weak Southampton side. You can see why they're in a relegation battle. Back over to Semenyo. El Hilali. Back in behind Semenyo. He's got wrong side of him here. Semenyo. Great feet by Antoine Semenyo. Oh, wonderful feet. Unlucky not to score there and away towards Mazuki on this far side. Downs. Reinders. Back wide to Semenyo. Into the middle towards Tajani Reinders. And just kept out by the outstretched arm of Aaron Ramsdale. The goalkeepers are having brilliant performances against us recently. Semenyo in. Rodri attacks it. Far post is Vardiel. He's not there to put it in. That's poor. Didn't want Haaland to keep going there, really. Rodri cuts that one out. Brilliant. Shirky flicks one over the top here. Semenyo onto Haaland. 1-0 City. Great ball. Great finish by Haaland in there in the middle to score. 33 in 33 games. Another assist for Antoine Semenyo. And it is Shirky, I think, with a pass over the top. We won't see the replay. Just lifts it over to him. 33 in 33 games in the Premier League. He's not giving up on that record, Haaland. He might even hit it today if we have a really good game. Oh, Nico O'Reilly defends really well against him. And he brings it away as well, Nico O'Reilly. Into Reinders. Shirky. Ball through to Haaland here. Haaland wide to Savinho. Back onto Haaland here. Erling Haaland for 2. Erling Haaland for 2. Manchester City with 2. We lead Southampton by 2-0. Well, the pressure drops off us a little bit because it's Arsenal's title to lose now. We've thrown it away with silly mistakes of our own. Haaland, Rangers. Wide towards Semenyo. Into Haaland here. Great ball. Erling Haaland for a hat-trick before the end of the game. Before half-time. Hat-trick Erling Haaland. 3-0 Manchester City. 35 in 33 appearances. He's now 1 goal away from his own Premier League record. Something that he looked like he would absolutely obliterate come the start of the season. It's not been that way. He slowed down massively in that massive rut and that massive spell City had that was poor. But he's gone and got himself a hat-trick today in the opening 45 minutes. Southampton 0, Manchester City 3. Brilliant from Erling Haaland, Antoine Semenyo and many others in the side. That's Vardiol. Space is open up for Southampton on a clean sheet today, City. Don't need to do this. Azaz is in. Rodri beaten. Still a chance. Oh, they do score. No clean sheet, 3-1. Goal for Flynn Downs. Don't need to see it again. Dealt with by Vardiol. Room on to Haaland. Anderson. Oh, great ball to Savinho. Savinho makes it 4. He started scoring come the end of season. He always seems to. 4 in the Premier League now for Savinho. 4-1 City game. Over for Southampton. And he has started to perform towards the end of the season. Decent hold-up play. It's not because Vardiol's put it out. Haaland, Shirky. Over top to Haaland. What a ball to make it. Goal number 36. Erling Haaland. Oh, what a miss. Rico Lewis. Savinho. O'Reilly with a thumping header off the post. Oh, unlucky. He got a goal for himself. Deserved a goal there. Anderson wide. Savinho. Cross in. Mamouche with a header into the hands of Ramsdale. We end the episode with a nice 4-1 win over Southampton. The chances are that Arsenal will stay top of the table. Haaland's close to hitting his goal record now of 36 goals. And we're through to Champions League semi-final. We've picked up slightly despite our mistakes. And we've got to try and keep thinking positively about it. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you're already. Please do subscribe channel if you are new. Consider joining the WeArCity Members Club for these videos extended and early. And we'll see you guys for some Champions League semi-final and Premier League action next time.